I've got so much rubbish around the place, and we're not going to be getting a skip anytime soon, but we have got this bin that is supposedly a water butt. Where it is, obviously all the hawthorn and privet has grown over it, so it's really not much use there, seeing as there's another water butt about 3 meters away from it. I'm going to empty this one out and use it as a bin to hold all the rubbish, because God knows when we'll get a skip. Before I can empty it out, I need to clear out some of this stuff. Get rid of some of this privet stuff in the way, because I can't get into it, so I need to get rid of some of this privet so I can empty it out. It's handy having the compost bin next to it, so the privet can go straight into the compost bay. Right, now I can actually get in with a bucket and empty that out, because obviously if I try and tip that out it's quite heavy. So I'll get a bucket and empty this out. I thought of siphoning the water with a piece of hose pipe, but there was so much muck and leaves in there that it would have blocked the pipe. And the thing is, the compost heap with the fresh leaves is just over there. So now that's going to absorb most of this water. Right, I've emptied out most of the water, so it's time to tip it over and get wet. Quite a lot of leaves and detritus at the bottom, so what I'm going to do is clear this out. Oh, it smells a bit. And throw that onto the compost pile. Right, so this wheelie bin can now sit the bottom corner there, where there's all that rubbish piling up. Can put it all into this bin and it'll look a bit tidier. I'm not worried it looks a bit green in there, obviously, because it's had all this stuff in it, and there's a bit of muck at the bottom, but that doesn't matter. By the time we get a skip, that will have all dried off anyway, because this one it's got a lid on it, so it's going to keep things dry. Alright. Okay, so this is a two-handed job. I think it might be easier to lift it and then try and to wheel it across, because these paths are too narrow for it. I don't need to worry about squashing the rhubarb and other plants, as they've died back for the winter, so these are just dead old leaves. The bin can sit near the front entrance, so that when a skip comes I can easily wheel a heavy bin out of the gate. Right, so that's a good morning's work. I've done most of the compost bin and I've cleared that side more or less. There's a few bits of metal I'll have to decide what to do with them. Lots of nettles and weeds pulled, lots of bindweed, lots of nettles. Well, that's going to go into the nettle tea barrel. This stuff will have to get binned. These metal bits and pieces I'll relocate and store away. So it's a good morning's work. Just got a little bit more time left to tidy up and clear up a little bit more, and then I can go home happy.